Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now in this video, we will take a look at the NFL Fantasy Football. Now this video will guide you through the basics of the game, provide essential strategies, and help you build a championship winning team. Now whether you're a seasoned football fan or new to the sport, fantasy football offers a thrilling opportunity to compete against friends and family while showcasing your knowledge and skills. So let's go ahead with the video. First, let's take a look at setting up your league. Now, the first step in your fantasy football journey is to create or join a league on NFL Fantasy Football. Now, you'll need to choose league settings such as the scoring format, draft order, and trade rules. So, carefully consider these factors to ensure a fair and enjoyable experience for all participants. Now, in fantasy football, you draft real-life NFL players to form your own team. Now you'll then compete against other teams based on your players' performances throughout the season. The typical fantasy football team consists of multiple positions. Now each position contributes points differently, so it's important to balance your roster with a mix of elite players and potential sleepers. Now let's take a look at some of the player positions. Now, some of the positions are quarterbacks. So these are the quarterbacks of your fantasy team, responsible for passing yards, touchdowns, and interceptions. Running backs contribute points through rushing yards, touchdowns, and receptions. And wide receivers are crucial for receiving yards and touchdowns. Tight ends offer a combination of receiving and blocking skills. And defenses score points based on sacks, interceptions, fumble recoveries, and defensive touchdowns. So when selecting players, go ahead and consider factors such as player rankings, team strength, injury history, and any emerging talent. Now drafting is a crucial aspect of fantasy football, so go ahead and consider the following strategies. Now if you have a high draft pick, target elite players at key positions like quarterback or running back. Now these players can significantly impact your team's success. And go ahead and look for undervalued players who could outperform their expectations. So go ahead and research players who might be underdrafted due to factors such as an injury history or recent struggles. And why not consider the zero RB strategy, which involves focusing on wide receivers and tight ends while using a committee approach at running back. Now, this can be a risky strategy, but it can also lead to significant awards if executed correctly. Now, go ahead and aim for a balanced roster with a mix of top-tier players and value picks, and avoid drafting too many players from the same team, as it can increase your risk if the team underperforms. And while focusing on the current season, also consider the long-term potential of players, so drafting young, up-and-coming players can provide value in the future seasons. Now, trading and the waiver wire are essential tools for managing your roster throughout the season. So be proactive in identifying potential trade partners and evaluating trade offers. Now, the waiver wire allows you to claim players who have been dropped by other teams. And when trading, consider the value of the players involved and the potential impact on your team's overall strength. So avoid making impulsive trades and focus on deals that improve your team's competitiveness. Now, to be successful in fantasy football, focus on active roster management, research and analysis, and understanding the league settings. Monitor player performances, make necessary adjustments to your roster, and stay updated on team news and injuries. Researching players, teams, and matchups can provide valuable insights into potential opportunities and risks. So pay attention to factors such as player injuries, team schedules, and defensive matchups. And it's also essential to use fantasy football apps like ESPN Fantasy Football, NFL Fantasy Football, Yahoo Fantasy Football, and Sleeper. Now these apps offer features like player rankings, injury reports, live scoring updates, and in-depth analysis. And now don't forget that fantasy football is not just about winning. It's also about the social aspect and having fun with friends and colleagues. So go ahead and join online communities, participate in league discussions, and enjoy the camaraderie that comes with playing fantasy football. And by understanding the basics, implementing effective strategies, and staying engaged, you can increase your chances of building a championship winning team. And there you go. I hope that you have found this video helpful. See you guys next time.